What's up, guys? It's Ray and Mike from AchievementHunter.com, and Mike, this is I Am Alive.
Are you actually alive, or are you dead and you're like a ghost and you're like walking the plains of humanity as a ghost?
As a ghost?
As a ghost.
No, you're actually alive in this game, believe it or not. This is the final house party Xbox Live Arcade game. Microsoft had that whole like spiel. This game is 1,200 Microsoft points, $15. Just came out today or yesterday or Wednesday, whenever you're listening to this. And yeah, so this is I Am Alive. You're going to see some gameplay here.
Awesome.
And I'm going to talk about the story briefly because this is all I know so far. The event happened.
The event. It's just the event?
It's the event. It's like some big earthquake that fucked up like 3/4 of the United States.
Well, that fucking
and
sucks.
this dude who you played, we'll call him Dude Man because he doesn't have a name.
Okay.
He's looking for his family.
Well, this game is kind of like not very specific. It's like something happened. This guy doesn't have a name. Just
nope.
Wow.
This guy doesn't have a name. The event happened, and you're looking for his family. That is literally the story of the game.
Nice.
And they have a whole bunch of survivors in the game, and you save them, and they tell you like what happened and all that stuff. So
now I remember this game. I remember this game was announced back in like 2007.
This game was announced in like 1983,
so
and
like
it finally came out.
And it's just an arcade game. It's not like a full retail game.
It was supposed to be a retail game, but I don't know what happened. Then they must have got downgraded to Xbox Live Arcade game. So here it is.
All right, cool.
It's finally out. GG Ubisoft, or Ubisoft, however you want to say it. But hey, Assassin's Creed 3 looks good.
Yeah, you're right. It does.
It looks pretty sweet. Anyway, back on topic. All right. So this game is all about survival. As you can imagine, there's not a lot of resources, and there's not a lot of ammunition. Like you start with a handgun, and every time you find a handgun, there's usually one bullet in it. You're lucky if it has two.
Wow, just one bullet.
Just one bullet. You run around with that. And then later on, you pick up a bow and arrow, which is actually very useful because every time you fire the arrow, you can pick it back up. And you find a shotgun later on, which you'll never find shotgun shells again. So you just have those 5 shells, and that's it. And you have a machete. So pretty much the combat is you'll be approached by a whole bunch of dudes. And one guy, usually the guy with the gun, will approach you and try to be a hard ass. And then you hit the X button, and you're like, well, bam! You slit his throat, you pick up his gun.
Wow, that's pretty hardcore.
It's
what if he was just
cool.
asking for help or something?
Well, if you ask for help pointing your gun at the person, you're not going to get the help you really want.
That's true.
Just throwing it out there. And there's 2 difficulties on this game. There's normal, and then there's survival, or survivor, one of the two. The difference between...
Like Survivor Man?
Yeah, just like Survivor Man.
Nice.
The difference with Survivor is you don't have any retries. So if you die, you have to start all the way back at the beginning of the episode, so you can lose like 20 minutes of progress, which is pretty rage-worthy.
I was going to ask if there were snakes and you had to like drink piss out of the snakes. Your own piss out of the snakes.
There's already a game for that, Mike. It's called Man vs. Wild on the Xbox 360.
Good game. Everyone should pick it up.
Everybody should pick it up. It's a great game. But no, there are survivors scattered around the I guess the wasteland or whatever. It's a city, but there's 20 of them. You can do like specific things for them. You have to give them stuff, and then they give you a retry. So that way, if you fuck up, you can start like 30 seconds where you failed.
Well, how nice is them?
15 minutes. Yeah, very nice. But let's talk about some achievements.
Sweet.
Because,
I like achievements.
Here at Achievement Hunter. All right. First achievement we're going to talk about is 5th quick kill. Now, there's one for 1, 3, and 5, so I obviously just going to show this one. It's to perform 5 machete quick kills while being bullied, and that's what I was talking about, where some guy will come up and is like, hey, you suck, and then you slit his throat. Yeah, you do that 5 times, and you get an achievement.
Man, bully, could you imagine if like kids did that on the playground? That would not be good.
That would not be good at all. Like, imagine like if you were being bullied and you did that.
Yeah, you're right.
That would actually be kind of badass if you did that.
Yeah, kind of would. But
you know
you
should just carry a machete from now on. That way, if anybody bullies you, you just fucking slit their throats and run. Seriously, don't do that. That's violent. I don't want you to go to jail. I love you.
I don't want to go to jail.
Next achievement we're going to talk about is Survivor, which is to finish the game in Survivor mode. Like I said earlier, a little bit different, a little more time-consuming, because if you fuck up, you have to start all the way back unless you have some retries. The next achievement we're going to talk about is Ultimate Rescuer, which is to rescue/help all victims in the game. There are 20 survivors, so they are scattered all over the place. Some you will see along the beaten path, and some you have to kind of explore and stuff. And the last achievement we're going to talk about is Some Tomatoes for Her, which is to provide tomatoes to the hungry lady in the foggy streets.
Okay.
Now, I ran into this lady. Now, when you go to like the street level, there's a whole bunch of fog and like dust, which you will lose health and stuff if you walk through.
Right, because
dust is exploring. Yeah, it fucks you up.
Poisonous.
And I was climbing up this ladder, and I find this lady. And pretty much her quest is, I don't want to eat foods from a can anymore. Go find me tomatoes.
Wow, what a fucking bitch.
I know, right? Like, what a fucking, like, fuck you.
I know, right? It's like everyone's starving. There's been like
everybody's starving. There's like rat meat behind her and like this like regular meat. but she won't
It's
eat
like,
it.
no,
She's
I'm too good for that.
I want a tomato. I'm fucking vegetarian. Fucking bitch. Also, before I end the video, have you played Shadows of the Colossus, or do you even know what that is?
I have no idea what that is.
Did not think so. It's a PlayStation 2 game. PlayStation 2, good. No, PlayStation 2 is a good system. You shut up. PlayStation 3, Anyway, if you played Shadow of the Colossus, this game has a similar stamina/health system. So the more you climb, you lose your stamina, and you can like eat food and stuff to recover it. But if you lose your stamina, you're eventually going to lose your health, and then eventually you're just going to fall.
You're just gonna fall over.
Which kind of sucks. Also, you get a grappling hook later on.
Oh, nice! You could be like Indiana Jones.
Later in the game. He had a whip, I believe. I haven't seen the movies. But
Same thing, grappling hook,
I can't
whip,
confirm
whatever.
or deny that. Alright, yeah, if you say so. But yeah, that is I Am Alive, and just like every single Xbox Live Arcade game, there is a downloadable demo if you want to check it out. But you're probably playing Mass Effect 3 a lot, just like everybody else. But if you want to change the pace, you can check this game out. And yeah, I Am Alive. That's it. We're done.
I am also alive.